Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are at Beer Talks. Myself, Icy Jones. We have co-hosts in the building, and we're going to talk about some mad subjects. We have tonight
Tisha,
and we have tonight
Anthony,
and we're going to talk about some beer talks. Done now. Oh Lord! Right now, people. Every time we go in the group, we always talk about subjects and what really matters and what people, oh God, have done in this world. Now, we're going to talk about Kodak Black, right? Because this guy here has been trending on the internet for some tomfoolery. I'll call it tomfoolery. What do you not make of this? I'll go you, Ant. What do you make of this, man?
Well, I just looked into it recently to find out that what he said, but I think hearing it, because it wasn't like he was saying it was just someone caught him in the background of him talking some rubbish. But it's wrong, and it's wrong, but it's wrong. No, because I want to say what I say, but I don't want people to get it wrong and think I'm actually siding this idiot for what he said. But it's just that people are like that, how he is. There's a lot of people that are waiting for man to die so they can get their girl anyway, or waiting for man to go to prison so they can get their girl anyway.
Oh my days.
So it's just happened to hear this guy saying it in a stupid way is dumb, but there's people like him. So it's not. Let's just say just Kodak Black. The only person that's an idiot.
I like your girl, but I might take your girl, but I might take your girl.
Yeah,
make your girl.
Make yourself Chantel, wherever I would go. So imagine that for years.
That's
It's been happening for years. So it's like. So really, that's my thing. It's been happening for years. So I see it as it's a problem. It's wrong, and I think everyone's just like attached to it a lot more because of Nipsey and what he's about and what he was pushing as a person, and thinking another black person is not even looking at that and just looking at his girl, thinking about having her. It's wrong, but there's people like him.
Man, just think with a leak.
Yeah, all day, just thinking like, oh, it's sad, but what are you saying?
Yeah,
and that's literally what he's doing.
That's mad. That is mad.
He said he's going to give her a year.
Yeah,
and then he'll step up. Boy, that's wrong.
That is mad.
It's wrong.
I'm going to speak to Tisha on this one. I have to get your view on this one. Being the female of the group, like, let me know what's your views on this? Like, Kodak Black.
I'm still just trying to remember who came after Chantal. You know who's that switch over? Oh, Michelle, innit? Yeah, no, that was Michelle. I kind of zoned out. Hey, I remember that track game, man.
Yeah, the
so yeah, I told you that this dude was an idiot from ages ago. Like, the whole Breakfast Club, the mask thing. He's an idiot. No, honestly, I can't stand. He irks me. So I'm gonna go with just Ant on this one, where it is like it was wrong.
Yeah.
It was wrong, and it was wrong. However, I kind of get where Ant's coming from, yeah. And to me, I'm like, what more do you expect from this dickhead? Like, honestly,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't expect much from him. And like Ant said, it was somebody who was filming him in the background of him just chatting smack. He's a dickhead, though. And do you know what? Those words shouldn't have left your mouth.
No, it shouldn't have. I think.
It was highly disrespectful.
It would have been worse if he said it like
if he was saying it like he was
bang.
in the the biggest thing that's hurt me though is how he's responded to people who have tried to show him how disrespectful it is at the game.
Yeah.
Nipsey's got friends. Obviously, it's not just Lauren that's gonna find that offensive. It's gonna be his friends, his family as well. Like, I would feel offended. Do you know what I mean? I do feel offended, and I'm not even anything to do with them. I'm like, you're wrong. But when the game and T.I. have obviously come at him and been like, listen, it was rude. You shouldn't have done that. You should, apologise. And he's still coming with the whole wrong and strong act.
Nah, do you know what? I don't think so. Because I like hearing it. I don't think he is coming with the wrong and strong act. It's more of he's a kid, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's true. He's a kid, and he's using this kid platform that. Social media's taking over. Everyone goes on there to tell their stories about whatever. But not thinking of like these Game and T.I. being the older guy, They should just phoned him.
They should have. They should have.
Like, you don't have to do. You have to do the same thing and go on and go on.
Social.
Yeah, sink that same level. So it's like you've sunk down, and now it's just time for him not. He's not going to back down, is it? He's not going to be like, oh, sorry, game for like doing what you do.
He ain't going to back down.
It's going to be like on social media.
Yeah, so I'm bored. What you talking about, bro? I'm bored.
He doesn't back down about it.
Anything, yeah. When he wakes up in the morning, he's like, this is me. I'm not backing down from combing it. Yeah.
I'm not backing down from combing it.
Oh my days.
Honestly, I look at him and I just think, oh my god, I would be so ashamed if I was his, if I was a parent.
A parent of his.
I would not show that life, no money, man. You give me life, not even love. Just
yeah. No.
Yeah, man. But the one thing he had a concert recently, innit? And you don't hear about what happened at the concert?
Some dive that went dive.
We call that public justice round here. He went to take a stage dive and they just kind of let him drop, you know? And then started to stamp. And I do not feel sorry for you, not one bit. I'm not one bit.
He sacrificed himself, that's an
But what music?
naughty thing, cuz.
What music does he have though?
I don't know. I'm still.
Like there's that ZZ, you know, everyone went crazy for that ZZ. There's a whole challenge on it, all of that stuff. That ZZ.
I don't even know. Yeah, what songs is he actually good for?
The ZZ challenge. There's a whole thing about it last year. You know all these challenges happen, come, go.
Oh god.
People forget, move on.
Listen, dude, I'm still stuck on this Momo thing, so stop it. Like, he's gone past and gone up. He only stayed relevant, I think, not for music wise, just because he has so many antics that he does outside of it. You know, that social media.
Yeah.
He's a clown, and it's like he performs for the world.
But there's people that like him though.
What race will I take him or something?
There's people that like him.
I want to swap him for someone.
Can we swap him next? Let's swap him. Who can we swap him with?
Who would you take him? Who would you take?
Boy, who's doing
But wait. What kind of?
Let me get Tom Ford, bro.
Wow, you still going for that?
I want Tom Ford.
Do you want Tom Ford or do you want Tom Ford? Like
No. I just want Tom Ford for the black race. I feel like he should. No. Do you know what? More than I want Tom Ford. Who's this? My next guy. It was in the news this week. I can't remember what his name is, but he's invited to the cook. Oh no, that's it. I know his name. It wasn't this week. It wasn't this week. I think it was last week. I want Jon Snow. I want Jon Snow. I want the newscaster.
What did he say that thing about?
The one that said I have never seen
that some white people in the same place. I know. Imagine that. Have you seen it?
I heard about it.
Oh my days.
I want Jon Snow.
Oh my days. That is serious.
Cancel Jon Snow.
You know, I like his socks game though.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, you know, like look out for that. Every news thing has got different socks. Very, very bright.
Okay.
Man's a fan.
Boy.
Jon Snow.
So people, boy, yeah, that's mad.
Are we talking about Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, or are we talking about Jon Snow?
No, Jon Snow's the newscaster. I was gonna say it.
So hold on a second. Let's talk about the news that just come in, people. Mad news that just come in. I heard that Stormzy cancelled a snowboarding show in Austria due to racism. Now, people, talk about this. Tish, tell me, what did you find out?
I'm not going to think we should go to Amp for this one.
Okay,
no. It's not because I don't have an opinion. It's just because I actually
reading about it and seeing what happened, he wasn't actually there. It was just like his manager and his friends who got to the festival. They knew who they were. They probably had all their IDs and stuff, but they had a description that that someone was carrying a weapon, even though none of them fitted the person carrying the weapon or the person they were describing. So they were kind of like handled a bit rough and taken to the exit and stuff. And when Stormzy heard, he did the right thing.
Oh my God.
I personally feel like he did the right thing by just cancelling the show, thinking like, you lot are just bringing me in just for, like, you know, all part of the culture vulture thing. Like, it seems like you're not fine with black people, but you're using me for money making or whatever. But the reason I even rate Stormzy more for doing it is something I've always thought about footballers. when they're playing football and like people are shouting all the monkey sounds. I feel like just stop playing. Just step off. Just step off. Like just be like, do you know what? I'm not here for this. I'm not accepting this. Like if I'm not accepting this, I get everyone saying, "Oh, be professional," but the fact that or someone might say that you walking off is them winning. But no, I'm not looking at it as anyone winning anything. It's all about me working. Like it's like working in an office, whatever, in a bad environment, and everyone's having a go at you, and everyone's just telling you that, you know what, just keep doing it, man. Just be professional. You can't accept it. You feel like, no, I need to get out of here.
That's what I'm saying. The professional thing would be to do is to walk out, because if you continue to take that abuse, you ain't gonna work. It's gonna be bang, and it's gonna be accepted.
It's like that. In all that, I'm not being funny, but in any professional environment, when it's racism supposed to be okay, it's not. It's not accepted in an office environment. It's not accepted, in a hospital environment. It's not accepted in that security environment. It's not accepted anywhere. If you're working they don't accept it. You go through. You can make a complaint about it. You go through discipline. People can lose their jobs over it. But apparently it's supposed to be okay if it's, like you said, for footballers, it's supposed to stand on a pitch and take that back and mock it. And then it's supposed to be okay for Stormzy and his team, or maybe just his team alone. Maybe they thought because it wasn't actually Stormzy, it's just his team. We can
search.
But when is it okay? It's not okay. And you get some dumb people with the comments saying that, oh my gosh, I went over there and I didn't get any trouble with the security. They were just doing their job.
With that kind of accent and the way you said that, I'm guessing it's a black. I don't think that's a black person. So
I think that
it's going to become. It's going to be coming from a different.
It was the icon on the Twitter. It was a man of Caucasian skin. So this is me. Like, I'm not trying to mock, but this is the thing that would be classed racial profiling.
No, I know it is racial profiling, and I think. But then, like, let's think about this. Let's say Stormzy was there with them, right?
Yeah, boy.
This is the worst part. That wouldn't have happened. So Stormzy wouldn't have seen, because sometimes people say like all these celebrities and whatever, they get a bit detached from what we might go through on a daily basis. Like that's something that would happen to me if I was to go there standardly. And it's kind of weird. I'd actually just expect it that go on, you lot do what you have to do because I need to get in here. But he's making a stand to let them know that it's not fine, full stop. But I'm glad he wasn't there when it happens, because it wouldn't have happened.
The thing is, though, you saying that it might not have happened. Remember, a while back, Mo Farah went over to Germany, and him going over to Germany, the German security or police was pushing him.
That was at I've seen that video. That was at the airport, but that guy didn't even know who he was.
That's the man.
He probably just saw an Ethiopian guy, and with Germany or wherever, what he's used to of how he portrays a black person. He had no respect, not knowing that this person's actually is he a sir? Is he
a sir?
Not knowing that he's actually a sir. He's knighted by the Queen, and he's standing there. No respect.
I was going to say.
No, it shouldn't matter.
One of the things that I always get confused about is, that because I did focus on it all when I first read it on the whole manhandling thing of how it was dealt with, and my thing is, there's so many different ways to handle things. We're all adults, so I wanted to know, why did you feel the need to manhandle them? That you could say, okay, listen, we've got this description of somebody, and we think,
racial profiling,
but even with the racial profiling, that they took it to an extent where they're manhandling these people. If anything, that.
It's because they've already made the assumption that you do have the weapon.
No, and this is the thing though. By manhandling someone, think about it. Where do people go? Where are people at when they tend to put their hands on another person? Like they're at the lowest. They don't respect the person. They haven't got any form of they have no care for them. So my whole thing is, I think with Stormzy is that you're showing my team that you already think that we're worth more than nothing. You know what I mean? Because you thought you could put your hands on us, whether you felt there was a threat or not.
But
you could have done it. You could have done it.
Couldn't you just done the thing?
Yeah, could you just scan? I don't understand why you didn't touch it. Actually very good. This is what I'm saying. I focused on the manhandling thing, and I think that's what really actually even probably got to Stormzy. Why do you feel like we could come over here and you could touch? We're touchable like that. Would you take this boy? They were saying, like he said in his Instagram stories, it was a honest mistake. Now I'm with Stormzy, bro. Listen, when you go out like us, there's like 300 honest mistakes. When did we get tired of honest mistakes?
Racism.
It's not seriously. It's just plain racism. If you're not gonna face it, don't face it. But I'm not gonna stop talking about it.
No.
He's other people uncomfortable.
Like what he's done personally is showing it that no to racism in the best possible way, because the whole show, there's going to be thousands of people that wanted to go see Stormzy, and he just literally thought, you know, F all of that, F you lot, I'm not going there for the fact that this is what you lot are doing to us, even though he wasn't there. That's why I even rate him more. He didn't even feel the hands of the security man.
Yeah.
He felt it, the hands of the security man.
Fellow people.
But he felt it, you know. But my point, that chain reaction. But my point is how strong he took it. Like, he felt. Not many do.
And he didn't bow down to the pressure of fans to a certain extent, because you do get those people just that twat that's sitting there going, "Oh, I've never experienced any problems with the security." You have the ones that were saying, "Listen, we spend a lot of money to come here and see you, and while we do appreciate that and we understand that we spend a lot of money in places that still want to put up blackface jumpers and monkeys on t-shirts."
Yeah, I was going to speak about Mayweather.
Yeah, while I hear what you guys are saying.
We don't. Do you get what I'm saying? Consistency.
Honest mistake.
It's always
so sorry. I'm glad he stood up for it, but I'm glad he also acknowledged them, because there's one thing. I think it's one thing to take your stand, but he did actually acknowledge the fans, and he said, "I'm sorry, you guys have to take the L for this. You know, it's not. That's not what my intention was." But he's basically saying you've got to stand for something. Because if you don't, you're gonna fall for everything. We're tired of falling.
When's the festival? Is it actually now?
I think it's literally he was supposed to be.
So people can't even get their money back.
They can't get their money back
because they're actually there.
But I think this is down. I think they can get their money back, because they didn't cancel, or it wasn't cancelled due to them, or thought of them not turning up at the festival. It's actually been because Stormzy made it very publicly clear that the festival was to blame. Which means actually maybe there is like a little clause there that says, you know, you didn't follow policy, you need to give us some money.
Normally there is, or they might say you get money back, or you get. Oh no, sorry, you definitely won't get your flight back. That's your own problem, but like. Someone said they went to fly, we made them fly. That's about it.
Yeah, boy. They smart.
No, I didn't mean it like that, but I just meant that maybe they'll get their the festival ticket price. Hopefully they should do. You know, but no, well done to you, Stormzy.
Definitely.
Well done.
This goes to show that racism is everywhere, and then, you know what I'm saying, we suffer. We should all take action regardless. That's what I'm saying, man. But yeah, people.
Do you know what? My mind just went to, I don't know why, but I started thinking about the Liam Neeson thing. And because you know, like that guy, the one that was Stormzy called a twat, that said he's never felt anything. I feel like so many people are actually conditioned to being racist.
Even the way that Liam Neeson,
So I feel so.
Natural reaction.
Also, do you remember that a couple of months ago when there was a footage of this guy at the airport, this white guy in America, and he was getting manhandled by the security and stuff, and he was like, "What are you doing this to me? I'm not black. I'm not black.
Hold on.
Why are you doing this to me?"
I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen it?
Did you not see the clip last month of the white teen who was being arrested in America? He actually had guns. They had guns on him. This guy was breakdancing in the middle of the street. I kid you not. I kid you.
So they had enough chance to shoot him, but they thought no. So no one said freeze.
It just goes to show you just how deep the racial profiling goes. You get what I'm saying? How comes you don't feel threatened by this man making all these sudden movements, dropping to the floor, stop, drop? Do you know what I mean?
I didn't see this video.
Even stand like that.
Oh my days.
And sneeze or something.
Oh man, seriously,
No.
Seriously.
So that's why I thought. So I feel like a lot of people will even see. They wouldn't even get why Stormzy is doing what he's doing. Just be like, "Oh, you've been silly. Just perform, man. It didn't happen to you. You know, you're cool. You're Stormzy." No, and that's why I rate him. That's why I rate him.
I mean, Nipsey Hussle died. You see how many people felt that?
That's what I'm saying. Sure.
His memorial is actually today. You know, actually, it's happening. It's happening live. So.
That was emotional. So, people, oh my days! Listen, Drake. bringing out J Hus. Now I need to get both you lot's takes on this right now because this is an issue that we need to. Because you're bringing out J Hus, and like from what I know, he got arrested for doing something with an offensive weapon. Like we talk about knife crime in the UK quite a lot. Now I wanna draw this to your attention. Drake's doing this British tour, bringing out UK artists, and he brings out J Hus out of incarceration. What is you lot's views?
It's not just him actually. He did his part. The radio stations did their part by playing his music, getting the streams up, all on the same. It's like the consistency is not there, innit? We would say we need to, help the kids fix all of this knife crime, stop doing this epidemic, but we're going to glorify some people because. But you know what? Even saying that, a lot of the music as well is on that tip of like glorifying things that we're so against.
Exactly.
Like we were talking about earlier, Nipsey and Lauren, Kodak Black, and all that stuff, for example. And everyone would feel like he's disrespecting Lauren and women, but all hip hop is disrespecting women, music wise. So it's like again, we're saying we're glorifying one and say one's fine in one aspect of like music, but then when it's life, all of them. when it's real life, it took it.
Complicated at that point. Everything is just.
Oh my god!
It's just straight.
That first verse was dead, but the second was live, so I'm never gonna lie. The first time we drink, when he acted like he was drinking sparkling water before he came in here.
Oh my
god! That song to me is just.
It's pure shit. It's pure shit.
And I think Kanye even did that just to take the piss.
Yeah, man.
To say, look what these kids are doing. I'm trying to talk shit.
I can mumble rap.
Yeah.
But saying something, but how much were the tickets for sale in that concert?
For the Drake thing.
Yeah. Like £100 or £200.
I'm not a Drake
for what?
fan because I'm not a Drake fan.
Drake.
No. You can't help yourself. You can't help that. You'd be a hater to say that if Drake comes out in the club, I'm not there because I'm in the vibe.
I just think that he's just a glorified playboy. You know that he's a glorified.
Yeah, he is. From that Kiki song, anyway.
That that Canadian accent, waste man. Like a man from Manchester. Sorry, Manchester, but come on now.
Sorry, Manchester, come on. You know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
And right now, I feel like he's actually sucking off of UK artists.
No, but that's what Drake does everywhere around the world.
He don't from some of the best. Because think about it, he's friends with that people like Diddy and stuff like that, and that's the kind of thing they do as well.
Nah, not even to that extent. Nah, he's taking it to he's what Drake's doing is to me is so like
people he doesn't know.
No, wait for it. So Drake's like do you know what? Let's talk about Bad Bunny, whatever. The song that everyone knows, like the Spanish song.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how the fuck it goes, but it's speaking. You know what I'm talking about? Like speaking Spanish, speaking Spanish in the song.
Okay.
So this guy is like Spanish, whatever. He's all right in the Spanish, in the Spanish little area of like music people know of him. So Drake, hearing about this guy goes, and it just it just goes. It goes wherever's hot. Or wherever's happening, or something that's going on, he just jumps on it because he's Drake. Everyone jumps on it. It helps the artist, but the artist doesn't realize that Drake is just using them to just keep himself
relevant, basically.
Completely relevant. Completely relevant.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, as well, I heard some madness as well. Wiley saying, Drake ain't bringing man out. Fam. Man's from East London.
Yeah. Say East London.
Say East London.
Say
East London. Say East London.
No one's coming if you say East London. No one's coming into London. No one.
Posty might turn up.
Yeah, Posty might come. Posty might come. He might come.
I don't know.
Oh, one day.
He might come.
You know, like that. But no, why?
Saying?
While he was saying, the man is saying that he's not bringing them out for there's certain beef going on, isn't it?
Yeah, with Skepta, isn't it?
BBK.
No, but he's just. I think he's trying to do it. Man's a big man.
Mm-hmm.
So that no man can bring me out. That's, I think that's it's a rasta thing. Man, don't bring me. No one bring me out. I'm a bad man. No man bring me out. However,
I rented you for 5 minutes.
You get me. No, but going back. I don't think it's that little beef thing he's got with Skepta in it.
Yeah.
And is it true that Drake's got a tattoo of BBK, or was it a little
beef going on with himself?
What? He's changed.
I'm not about it because I don't entertain any man that wants to dress in women's clothing.
I agree.
Boy better know.
I agree. Boy better know for real.
Boy better know. I got the thing in my box.
Yeah, boy better know.
Yeah.
Boy better know.
No, not even that. Boy should know.
No, boy should know
that he shouldn't be wearing girls.
You know what? I've rated Skepta for time though. He's a big artist.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like his music.
Definitely.
But his image is going like
it's different.
But I guess you know what? Him as a person, he can do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just gonna like let him even have that if he wants to wear women clothes.
Boy.
Do your thing. But don't make it sound like it's something that everyone should do.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is where my problem comes in. Listen, if you want to do it, live your own life. But when you're on a platform, and you can actually influence people, that the same way they try to turn around now, and tell us that what's it called? Children, they can't make decisions about whether they should drive, whether they should,
But they can change their sex,
or take drugs or whatever under the age of 16, 17, whatever those kind of ages, or even have sex under the age of 16. And they can tell you, like, from birth, like, whether they're a boy or a girl, like, or no, seriously, this is what they're saying to me, though. They're telling me that, do you know what I mean? That it's like that to me. Sorry, don't do that. Don't influence it. Just let the children be the children, and you do whatever you're doing behind closed doors. Keep your panties up behind closed doors, whereas I'm asking you to do it. Like,
oh my days.
I don't need to know whatever colour lingerie you've got on today, innit? Have a lingerie.
Man's taking G string to another.
You lot took my mind to somewhere next way with it. I swear, Dad, you were talking about children and making choices and what people were saying. I swear there was this woman that was telling you have to ask. Did we ever talk about the woman asking permission to feed the baby?
Huh?
This lady went on, with Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
And Piers Morgan has people coming onto the show talking, obviously, what they need to talk within the minutes that they've been given. Now, there's this lady that says that you should ask permission if the baby wants to go toilet, or ask permission if the baby needs breastfeeding or something like that. You have to ask
who?
Permission to the child.
So what happens when the child just cries back at you? You're like,
so if the baby
he hasn't answered yet.
Hold on, wait. What happens when, so when your child says to you, I don't want to eat.
You can't.
How many days are you supposed to accept that for? Because they're meant to be able to make their own decisions.
To realise.
To sit there and watch your child starve to death. What? No, seriously, don't.
How far can we take their choice that we give them?
Do I let them starve, or do I call? What am I supposed to call social services on myself?
Do you know what? Speaking on that, Piers Morgan thing you said, but I'm not even thinking about Piers Morgan. I'm thinking it was on. Was it Piers Morgan? No, it wasn't on there. It was on the actual the Saturday morning show. Okay. And there was this black lady in there, and there was this gay guy, and they were talking about the whole educating kids.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that one, but okay, but I heard about it.
No, she was a very religious woman, and very vocal. But I liked it because literally what she was saying was that the school is now teaching the kids the whole gay. Because this guy that stood there, he's got a child himself. So him and his two dads and his son.
Sorry.
And his son his child actually, I should say, I don't know if it's a boy, his child is used to having two dads, and every other kid in the school kind of. It's fine. So what he was trying to say to the lady that doesn't want her child to be taught these kind of things at school, that she wants to teach a child herself because she's religious, and there's certain ways of how it should be done. And the point that she was trying to make was, which was to me, I thought was pretty good. Was like she sends her kids to school to learn about maths, science, and etc.
Yeah.
In regards to what people do in their house and everything else, that's not something that the kid needs to learn. And we didn't learn that at school ourselves. And we, you know, it doesn't make us bad people. We don't walk around the road and see gay people be like gay, you know, gay. Like we still have the knowledge of knowing that that's what you do. That's you. No issues with it. Like that's on you. But it's just the whole trying to like force it down.
Yeah, that's basically it. You're forcing these issues and ideals on people. Why can
they not just say, listen, we need to be respectful.
Just be tolerant. Tolerance is better than like.
When they say tolerance,
you don't have to. No, tolerant is the right word.
Yeah,
they say tolerance though. The way, go on.
Yeah, be tolerant of everybody, but don't. You don't have to necessarily. That's not the necessary way to bring, or that isn't necessarily the right way. Nobody has to say what is right.
Nobody say
does that make sense? Yeah, it's just tolerant. That's why it's tolerant.
I think.
Take out the right and wrong. Just take out.
Just take. You know what? You know, like same way as how like you know Muslims are with Christians and everything else, but everyone still has their belief is like you know. My God is my God, but everyone's tolerant of everyone's way. So no one's gonna. But you wouldn't see a Muslim person see a Christian person and be like, "You're wrong. You're going to know your religion's wrong," or vice versa. So I feel like if someone's sexual orientation, is if they're gay and if someone's straight, I guess maybe actually saying that. Straight people, I guess, also do the same thing. You know, when we have our shows and we have music videos and we have women and stuff like being naked, I guess gay people, I feel like, all right, guys, you don't have to push it down our face. That just hit me. That literally just hit me.
I get that.
That just hit me. So I guess maybe they might be trying to do the same thing.
You know what it is?
But they're trying to teach us in school.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you also get taught.
I tell you what, do you see with me? Yeah, I think the fact that they push this agenda of wanting to practice a certain way of living. It's not nothing to do with their race. Ain't nothing to do with how they do things. Well, it is.
No. How do you feel about when race and sexual orientation is put together?
You can't choose your race. You can,
and that's what you know. What
choose
and that's what
practice.
I know, and that's so funny because I said that for a reason on the show. That's what. The woman was saying exactly what she said there. That literally what you said. She said you can't choose your race, and the gay guy said, "But I didn't choose to be gay." And she's like, from her opinion, you did because like because what she said is like because she went you did because I picked to go with men. No matter what, it was a choice I made.
Exactly. So, my days.
So you made your own choice. So it's like that threw me because I thought I've always heard that thing of like people saying that I didn't choose to be gay, like whatever. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I now agree with that woman, but she had a very valid point of how she stated it of like saying she picked to go with men. So she feels like you still picked who you decided to go with.
Exactly.
So would that mean then to say that she's got lesbian tendencies?
No, but she's saying that she could have gone for that. Yeah, she could have gone for that.
That's a choice, isn't it? That's her choice.
She literally she went the other way because it's a choice that she made. Yeah, it threw me for a second. I thought, oh, okay, cool.
Well, you see when there's racial issues, the LGBT community. What is it? LGBTQ? One of the I'm not disrespecting nobody's practice and stuff like that. But when it comes to movements that hit black people, like I've noticed this, and it's a reoccurring trend with the LGBTQ.
No, I don't know. I was taking the
community, and if I disrespected anybody, I'm not. Didn't mean it, but I'm just going to say this, and this is what I'm saying.
There's a lot of letters. There's lesbians, bisexuals, gays.
No, there's meant to be that one now as well, where you're nothing. You're not nothing, but you're gender neutral. You're not.
So basically, you're alien.
Oh, and you're not of any sexual orientation.
You're alien.
I'm done.
You're an alien.
I haven't. I can't keep up anymore.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many things you want to try and keep up with.
I saw a meme about saying someone. I recognize myself as a rich person, but it hasn't.
I told you in the group months ago, and I said to you,
So they want to go into shops.
I told you how I identify now, and I'm still waiting for the privilege to kick in. Nobody is giving me any form of a privilege.
That's
where
funny.
Yeah, teach
that is
officially white.
funny.
She white.
I'm Caucasian.
Waiting for the privilege.
Caucasian white woman.
So that's the thing. It's like
Caucasian privilege.
it's all these things of like it's gonna get silly. I like to apologise. True story.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Not armed too aggressively.
She just switched, you know. Oh, wait. On that.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that 70-year-old woman? She's got a book out. Who just found that she's white? She found she's white, or she found she's white.
Yes,
but she's always thought she was black
the whole time.
70 years.
70 years thinking that she's black.
She was black.
And, did you hear the comment the husband made?
Oh, he's wrong in so many ways. I know exactly
So the woman asked the man, like, how's her attitude since she's found out that she's fully white? Oh, I think it's much better.
It's much better. Yeah. He went there.
Yes.
He went there, and it's so funny because he said that when he first met her. This is like they've been together for years now, like years in the times when segregation was going on in America.
Yep.
And like they were going into restaurants and stuff where they were telling them that, oh no, we'll seat you on the second floor. But the place they were going didn't have a second floor. But what they meant was second floor of the jail cell, which is where we're going to send you for coming in here.
Yeah.
But so they went through that stage, whatever, and hearing the man's story hasn't.
Is he white?
No, he's black. But hearing him, it sounded like he wanted a white woman because he said to her when he first met her, he thought she was white, but she convinced him that she's black. But she just found out now that she's white. But I'm going to tell you one thing.
There's a lot of you men do it to yourself, though. Yeah, black men are actually racist towards it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that's standard. That's a given. That's a different topic because that goes way back. That goes way back to issues like people, you know. But that's a different topic.
Of his,
but his comment of him saying that was wrong. But I guess, I'm just more shocked at the fact that what she hasn't realised is that she's mixed race. And her mum went and played around with a black guy, and the dad, who was, you know, the white dad, saw this mixed race baby and was like, I'm not having this, and sent it to the black people.
But when you look at her features,
you can say,
in the group, I said it, I'm going to say it again. Your daddy got cheated on.
Yeah.
Your mama went and got some, excuse my expression, some nigga dick.
No, true story. Yeah.
Because her nose is big. Her
No. True stories.
I don't even use the word nigga. People don't even use it anymore.
But it has to be done. No. It has to be done. No.
That's what she said. I'm a white woman. Nigga, you high?
Yeah. Like when I saw her, I was thinking like, but I guess also what she's doing, what we're all missing out on is a book.
Yes.
So it's more of a book of like 70 years of being black or whatever. So she's just literally doing the book. So she's selling a book and she's going up on this story of like actually thinking she's fully white when she can't be because all her features shows.
Blatantly show.
A white woman try that.
Oh no, she's
Rachel Dozer.
Yeah. This is the thing that gave me their joke here. That this black woman was like, I want to be black here, or I am black here. And black people were in uproar. They were like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You ain't never going to be black. I was kind of like, what's wrong with just letting her in the booth when she wants to? Let's go. I want to be black. They heroes in the good part.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm ready to stand for everything. Fuck you. I don't care that you said I'm not black. I'm black. I'm black. I'm blacker than y'all. I was like, no, seriously, she went in, bro.
You remember that show?
Why can't she come to the barbecue?
I'm blacker than black. I'm blacker than black. CB4 straight.
There we go.
I'm black, yo.
I'm black, yo. I'm blacker than black. I'm black, yo. I'm blacker than black. He went in, bro. Like you couldn't get blacker than him, you know. I'm telling you, no matter how hard you try, like he's black and he's blackity black.
Black, yo.
Yo. Oh god.
Oh my god. Why weren't she invited? Why did everybody?
No, you're right. That's true. It's just be like, you know what? But then, like we accept too much sometimes as well as black people. You say because That's there's something that happened recently.
This woman turning around and saying she's now white and she's gonna write a book about being black for the last 70 years.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Black, y'all.
You hear about this guy called Lil Nas X, and no, he's got a song out, which is very. No, he's not boy. He's not boy. It's a country song. It's a country song, and but yo, the song's banging. It's like trap. It's trap. Like it's banging. It's banging. It's very in this country.
Yeah, hold on. Why are they not accepting that? But they accepted Nelly and Tim McGraw.
No,
they did.
Yeah, but that was more like. That was more that. I think this one's more like it's got a lot of I think it's still country. This boy's song. And like, because one thing that got me thinking anyway was like, okay, this boy, he's done a country song with a Billy Cyrus guy, whatever, and it's not accepted because it's got a bit of it's changing a bit of the tradition, and like what I said about the accepted thing, that's what my mind went to. I thought about, do you know when Eminem came into like the rap game, like rap was more about, yes, I know it sounds so wrong, but it's more about gangbanging, drugs, I guess black on black crime, women, but not killing them, but just, disrespecting them. Eminem came in a different angle, like very white rockish, kill his mom, kill his wife, put in the trunk. And we were like, yay, we accept you. And we gave him albums, Grammys, for best hip hop.
I have a very dark place.
Breathe, bitch, breathe.
No, she was in the booth.
Yeah, she was. She was. So it's like we accepted that. And that's why I said we're too accepting.
Yeah, it's true.
We should have called that rock.
Very true.
We should have called it rock. We should have called it rock. Oh no, we did for one or two songs.
No, we didn't.
And then realised.
No, Iggy was like.
Iggy who? Iggy need to be able to.
I'm not Iggy fan, but the first song she came out with was like kind of a big hit.
Azalea, and I need to rip it out.
It was a big hit. It was a big hit. But
oh man, people.
On that Higgy note.
Yeah, on that Higgy note. People, we have come to the end of our discussion. It has been very, very interesting. We've had so many things talked about tonight. But people, we're going to wrap it up. That's the end of Beard Talks. I have here
Tisha.
And I have here
Anthony.
I am Icy Jones. And thank you for another episode. Goodbye.
Night.